first glance, Emperor's New Groove appeared more licensed fodder, though it would have more capable hands at the helm. Developed by Argonaut Games, whom would go on to pioneer console first-person shooter controls with Alien Resurrection and help Nintendo enter the realm of 3D with Star Fox, this movie tie-in would have a lot of platforming potential. In a surprise twist, it proves a respectable, entertaining journey that doesn't take itself too seriously, but feels faithful to the film as a result. Just as in the movie, spoiled Emperor Kuzco is turned into a llama by his terminated advisor, Yzma. She subsequently takes over the throne, leaving Kuzco stranded. But after forming a bond with peasant Pacha, he begins his journey to reclaim his throne. It's pretty light, and while it uses a small smattering of clips from the movie, it comes off as a bit patchy, much like Tarzan's game tie-in. But tongue is firmly in cheek here, with a bevy of fourth wall breaking gags which really add personality to the game. Spread across 30 levels, Emperor's New Groove is mostly typical platforming fare. Kuzco comes armed with a jump, charge attack, and swipe. Along with perilous jumps, you must also contend with creatures intent on derailing your journey, as they often require different attack patterns. Each level contains a prerequisite number of coins, which along with secret areas unlock special gallery items. You are limited to 1 life per level, but collecting special Whumpy dolls give you bonus chances to continue the level. So far, it's pretty straightforward stuff, especially in the opening chapters, where the play is archetypal platforming to a T.
Stay away from my statues, llama!
Back off. I'm the Emperor! Open the door or I'll smash your statues to pieces!
Demon llama!
Argonaut has added enough variety to keep the game moving. Along with more traditional platforming, certain stages contain potions that transform Kuzco into other animals. Each changes up the gameplay. The toad form is slower, but allows you to chain jumps in order to increase distance. The rabbit lets you charge your jump and glide, while the turtle turns stages into obstacle courses. Speaking of which, there are also several stages, including fun ones where you ride a roller coaster into Yzma's lair, which task you with dodging obstacles while attempting to reach the end. Some of these segments are a blast. Not everything is a hit, mind you. One sequence has you escaping a mob of panthers, which requires torturous button mashing to clear it, and moments of unresponsiveness cause headaches too. Stealth segments also pop up occasionally, as the camera switches to a Metal Gear Solid style view. These are pretty straightforward, but getting caught and being called a demon llama over and over is irritating. Emperor's New Groove has a lot more hits than misses, however, and though these weaker segments can drag the gameplay down a touch, they're not enough to spoil the fun of the better stages.
Oh gee, I didn't do too well. Here, you can have the trophy.
The presentation is also colourful and cheery. The levels benefit from colour and spacious design, as well as variety. The brightly lit village is inviting, while the dark, spiderweb infested forest is creepy. The spread of enemy designs, from bugs and critters to cow bodyguards, are decent. The camera, utilising the 2 bumpers to navigate, works well, barring some occasions where it can get stuck on the environment. The sound is great too, with the voice acting and dialogue a particular highlight. The stand-ins do a good job of mimicking David Spade and John Goodman for the most part, and several quips and fourth wall breaks are actually hilarious. The music, which takes significant cues from the original soundtrack, is catchy and memorable. Meanwhile, the effects are standard fare, but well sampled. There's a plethora of levels to explore, which should keep you going towards the 10-hour mark. Some of the levels are enjoyable enough to warrant replays, and while hunting for secrets to complete a gallery isn't the most engaging of pursuits, it's available for completionists. It's a decent value for platforming enthusiasts. Though admittedly not the most original of games, Emperor's New Groove has enough mechanical variety, charming humour, and rock-solid gameplay to keep you entertained. It may not retell the movie's story particularly well, relying on its cheery atmosphere and pop culture influence to stand out, but for a licensed game, it's far better than average. If you are looking for an enjoyable, breezy platformer to play after you've exhausted the likes of Spyro and Crash, Emperor's New Groove is a safe yet fun bet.
Cusco, let's see how you cope with my bomb potions, eh? And no, they won't turn you into a bomb. They'll kill you, and you'll be dead, dead, dead.